Guys, until now in the determinants we have came across the expansion of the determinants and the properties of the determinants, and upon properties we have come across some of the problems how we are going to expand the determinant, how we are going to get the value of determinant without expansion and by using the properties of determinants. Now let us go to one of the important topic, that is area of a triangle. So in the elementary classes you might have learned that the area of triangle, which is nothing but half into base into height, and even in the, I think in the 10th you might have came across the area of triangle when the three sides are given. That is, if I consider a triangle ABC and the coordinates of A is nothing but x1 y1 and B is x2 y2 and C is x3 y3. When 3 points of a triangle are given, then the area of a triangle ABC is nothing but half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. This is the formula which you have already came across, and even you have glanced this formula even in the previous year also. Now let us come across the area of triangle in terms of determinant. So area of triangle in terms of determinant, it is given by x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1, where x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 are the coordinates of the 3 points of a triangle. Then we get the area of a triangle is nothing but half of determinant value of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. You can verify this. On also, that is nothing but half expand this determinant along the row 1. What is the value you are going to get? X1 determinant value is nothing but x1 y2 minus y3 minus y1. So now I am expanding along column 1 to get this value itself. So that is nothing but x2 minus x2. It is nothing but after deleting this row and this column, we are going to get y1 minus y3 plus x3. It is nothing but we are going to get y1 minus y2. So that is nothing but 1 by 2 x1 y2 minus y3. I'll take minus common outside. At that time it becomes x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Now you can compare. I will call this one as star prime and this one has star. Now you can compare star as well as star prime. The RHS are both are same when the area of a triangle is given. This one I am expanded along the column 1. Even though if you expand along the row 1 or row 2 or row 3, after that expansion if you multiply and see the value, all the elements of that equation are the one and the same. Okay, so this is nothing but, so in the determinant if I ask to find the area of a triangle means, then this is the formula, that is half of determinant value of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1, where x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 are the coordinates of 3 points of a triangle. So in this main note which we need to be understood, there are few things which we need to concentrate upon the area of a triangle. So we already know that the value of a determinant, it might be positive value also, it might be negative value also, but we know that area of triangle is always positive. So whenever we get the value of a determinant that is negative, we are taking the absolute value. Suppose if I get area of triangle, that is nothing but area of triangle is equal to minus 13 square unit, means we are going to write it as 13 square unit. That is, we are taking the absolute value of this one. So area of triangle we are representing always in the, because area of triangle is positive, even though we are going to get the determinant value as negative, means we are keeping the absolute value of that value of the determinant. So this is the first thing you need to be noted. The second thing which you need to keep in your mind is that, suppose if they have given area of a triangle is equal to 3 square unit, and the points they have given, that is nothing but, suppose if they have given the points like 3, 1, 4, 0, and this one is k, 4, 0, k, 0. If they have given the points like this means, then how I am going to write 3, 1, 1, 4, 0, 1, k, 0, 1. So we know that area of they are only given, and we need to find what is the value of k. Here the area of the triangle they have given as 3 square unit. When we need to find the value of k and area they have already given, this k, it might be positive also, it might be negative also. So to get the value of k when area is given, we are considering both positive and negative values of the area to get the value of k, because k, it might be positive, it might be negative. For example, if they have given some points like 3, 1, 1, 4, 0, 1 and 8, 0, 1, and after expansion of this one, suppose I'm not taking this one, suppose any expansion of any determinant or any 3 points of the triangle, we are going to get minus 3 square unit as our area of the triangle. Means at the final answer what we used to write, then the area of triangle is equal to 3 square unit, because we are taking only absolute value. Even though we got the negative value, we are writing positive value. So when they are asked us to find what is the value of k, or the any point if they are asking us to find, means at that case we are considering both positive and negative value of the area, and then we are finding the value of k. And the third important note which you need to think is that, if we need to check the usual thing which we have already came in our previous class also, if we need to check that whether 3 points are collinear, means what is the condition. If 3 points are collinear, if we need to check that one, means then area of the triangle, then the area of the triangle must be equal to 0. Here that is nothing but x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1, half of this one must be equal to 0. So if we need to check, if they give any 3 points and ask us check whether it is a collinear, means our condition what we need to get after using these 3 points in this determinant and calculating the value of this determinant, we must get the value of that one must be equal to 0. Then we can say that when the area of the triangle is equal to 0, means it is clear that the 3 points are collinear, that are they are lying on the same line. So these are the 3 points or the 3 notes which we need to be remembered in the section of area of a triangle. So these 3 notes let us come to be easily understood by following examples. So first one, suppose if they have given you the 3 points, that is let it be 3, 8, minus 4, 2 and 5, 1. So these are the 3 points, and they have asked us to find what is the area of triangle. Okay, so this is the question. So we know that in terms of determinants, area of triangle, it is given by the formula half of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1 and x3 y3 1. So if I call this one as x1 y1, this one as x2 y2 and this one as x3 y3, this and substitute in this formula, it becomes 3 8 1 minus 4 2 1 5 1 1. Now by expanding through any one of the row or column, let us find what is the determinant value or what is the value of this one. That is nothing but half of, I am expanding along the first row. So 3 of 2 minus 1 minus 8 minus 4 minus 5 plus 1 minus 4 minus 10. Okay, now that the value is nothing but half of 3 into 1 minus 8 minus 9 plus 1 minus 14. So after summing up, that is 3 minus into minus plus 72 minus 14 into half, it is nothing but 61/2 square unit. So after getting the value, please remember to put this square unit at the last, because they asked you to find area of the triangle. So this unit matters a lot. So area of a triangle is 61/2 square unit. This is how we are finding the area of triangle when 3 points are given. So here is the next question. What is the question is saying is, find the equation of the line joining these 2 points. So we need to find equation of the line which is having these 2 points. Then what is the next question followed, continuation of this question, that is, after finding the equation of line, we need to find the value of k if d of k comma 0 is a point such that the area of that triangle is ABD, which is equal to 3 square units. So let us go with the first one. We need to find the equation of the line. So here we are having 2 points, and in the first thing, I will first assume that let P of x comma y. So A, if this one is A, which is nothing but 1 comma 3, and this one is B, which is nothing but 0 comma 0, means I am considering point P of x comma y on the line, on the line joining the point, on the line joining the points AB. Okay, so I am considering a point P of x comma y on the line joining the point AB. So now you can see clearly on the diagram or pictorial representation itself, you can get clearly that point A, P and B, they are lying on the same line. Therefore APB are collinear. If APB are collinear means, then what is it implies? Then the area of triangle APB is equal to 0. So now we have this condition. Now area of triangle, that one is nothing but formula what? Half of x1 y1. What is that value of A here? 1 comma 1 3 1 0 0 1. And what about the third P, that is x y 1. This is nothing but the area of triangle. What is that area of triangle? It is 0. So 0 is equal to, if I move this 2 to the LHS, means it becomes 0. So I will expand this one along the row 2. It is easy, right, to expand it along the row 2. So 0 plus 0 minus 1, because here it is non-diagonal element. So minus 1. Deleting this row and column, I am going to get y minus 3x. So that is nothing but minus y plus 3x. So equation is nothing but y is equal to 3x. It is the equation of the line joining A of 1 comma 3 and B of 0 comma 0. That is what the first question they have asked, right? We need to find the equation of the line wave of 1 comma 3 and B of 0 comma 0. So thus we have find the equation of the line joining that 2 point, because the area of triangle is 0, and we have proceeded along with that one. What is the second? They are saying if D of k comma 0 is any point A, B they have given, and third point they have asking it as D of k comma 0. So now the 3 points are nothing but 1 comma 3 0 comma 0 k comma 0, and area of the triangle they have given that itself 3 square unit, and we need to find the value of k. So we have area of triangle formula, that is nothing but half of x1 y1 x2 y2 1 x3 y3 1. So x1 y1 it is 1 3 1, next one 0 0 1, next is D, that is k 0 1. Now what they have said, area of triangle is 3. So as I said, when we need to find the value of k, at that time we need to consider both positive and negative value of that area. So that is plus or minus 3 is equal to 1 by 2. Now I am expanding this determinant. How I am expanding? I can expand either through the row 2 or through the column 2. So I am expanding this one along the row 2. That is nothing but 0 plus 0 minus 1. After deleting this row and this column, I am going to get 0 minus 3k. So 0 minus 3k, what it happens? 1 by 2 into 3k. So here it is nothing but plus or minus 3. Now you can write 3k by 2 is equal to plus 3. Another one is 3k by 2 is equal to minus 3. So these are the two values of k. By solving this one, we are going to get one value of k is this one, another value of this one. So let us solve that first one. That is nothing but 3k plus 3. 3 2s are 6. So the value of k is 6 by 2 is 6 by 3, it is 2. So one value of k is 2. Next let us solve this equation. That is 3k by 2 is equal to minus 3. Therefore 3k is equal to minus 6. This implies value of k is equal to minus 2. So what are the values of k? Value of k is nothing but plus or minus 2. So you can see, observe here clearly that we have taken here area of triangle as plus or minus 3, and by using the two values of the area we have found out the value of k. So remember, when we are used to find the value of k and the area is given, we have to consider both positive and negative value of the triangle. Please note this point, which is very important when it comes with the MCQ questions. They will give like the first option as 2 and second option as minus 2 and third option as plus or minus 2 and third one all the above. In this case, if you didn't concentrate upon the note what I said, if you consider at that time only has 3, you will go with the ticking answer plus 2, but this is wrong. You should tick plus or minus 2. That's why I am saying please remember this note, which is very important. So let us move to the next question. They have given you the 3 points A, B and C, and they have asked us, we need to show that this one is collinear. So clearly they are saying it is collinear. So collinear means all the 3 points are lying on the same line. We need to show that one. How we can approach that one with the concept of area of triangle? We already know that if these 3 points are collinear means we need area of triangle is equal to 0. So here we need to show that area of triangle ABC is equal to 0. So how we are finding the area of triangle? That is half of A, B plus C 1, B, C plus A 1, C, A plus B 1. This one must be equal to 0. We need to show that one. So let us move with the LHS, that is area of triangle formula, half, and we are solving. So either you can go with expanding this one along either through any one of the row or one of the column, and we have already came across the properties. I can use with some of the properties. So I am using here property R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. So after that one there is no changes in the first row. So first row remains as it is. Second row B minus A, and this one C plus A minus B minus C. C minus C get cancelled, so it becomes A minus B. This one is 0. Here C minus A plus B, A plus B minus B minus C. B minus B get cancelled, so remaining is A minus C. 1 minus 1, it is 0. So either you can make another some row operation and cancel any, you can make in the simpler way, but here I am having 2 zeros, so I will go with the expansion of this determinant along, this one is half here, along the third column. So that is nothing but half 1, deleting this row and this column, I am going to get B minus A into A minus C minus A minus B into C minus A. Now I am calculating or substituting this value, that is nothing but multiplying this one to each element, which is the common multiplication, which is BA minus BC minus A square plus AC. So this minus is multiplied to each and every element of this one. So if you get confused, first do the calculation of this one within bracket, after that you can multiply. So I will do in that manner only. AC minus a square minus bc plus ba. So after that you can multiply this minus, it becomes minus ac plus a square plus bc minus ba. You can see here minus a square plus a square, ba minus ba minus bc plus bc, ac minus ac. So this becomes 0. So 1 by 2 into 0, which is nothing but 0. So what we have proved, area of triangle is equal to 0. Thus the point A, B, C are collinear. This is how we are proving the collinearity. So these are the concepts regarding the area of triangle, and there are few questions in the exercise part of this area of triangle. Try to solve it by yourself. If you didn't get any points, you can ask. So the next concept of this one is minors and cofactors. So let us first go with what are these minors. So if we have any determinants, and if there are how many minors are possible in the determinants, means how many elements are, that many minors are there in this in the determinant. So how many elements are there? Here there are 9 elements. So here we are going to get 9 minors, and we are going to denote the minors by capital letter M with the I and J, where I represents the ith row, J represents the jth row. For example, here if I asked to find the minor of element 6, where is that 6? Here it is 6. So if I asked you to find the minor of the element that 6, means how we are going to find the minor? That is nothing but 6, where this 6 is lying, it is lying in the second row, third column. It is lying in the second row, third column. That is 6 is our A23 element. So minor of 6, that is nothing but it is denoted by M, where 6 is lying, it is lying in the second row, third column, M23. After that, how we are finding is nothing but we are deleting this row where the 6 is lying and the column where the 6 is lying. After deleting the row containing 6 and the column containing 6, what are the elements remaining? That is 1, 2, 7, 8. We are taking the value of this one, and that is nothing but the determinant value of this one, that is nothing but the minor of 6. So what is the determinant? 8 minus 14. 8, 7 2s are 14. So 8 minus 14, it is nothing but minus 6. So this is the minor value of 6. Suppose you can take another example. So if I ask what is the find the minor of 8. So where this 8 is lying, it is lying in the third row, second column. That is lying in the third row, second column. So after deleting the row containing 8 and column containing 8, what are the elements remaining? 1, 3, 4, 6. Right? 1, 3, 4, 6. Now let us find the determinant value of this one. That is nothing but 6 minus 12, which is nothing but minus 6. So this is how we can find the minor value for each and every value of each and every element of this determinant. Even we can find the minor of 1, that is nothing but M11, because it is lying in the first row, first column. Minor of 2, it is nothing but M12, it is lying in the first row, second column. Minor of 3, it is nothing but M13. Similarly, this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we can find the minor of each and every element. That is nothing but how we are going to find the minor of any element. If we find a minor of any element, Aij, means we are deleting the row and column where Aij is containing and finding the determinant value of the rest of the elements. So definition of minor, what it is saying is minor of an element Aij, where Aij is any element in the determinant. So minor of an element Aij of a determinant is the determinant which is obtained by deleting its ith row and jth column in which element Aij is lies. That is what I am saying here, that Aij element is 6 means deleting the row which is containing the 6 and column which is containing the 6. After deleting that row and that column, what is the determinant value we are going to get for the rest of the element? That itself is the minor of that element. So minor of an element Aij, it is nothing but the determinant obtained by deleting its ith row and jth column in which the element Aij lies, and usually it is denoted by Mij, as I said earlier. So this is how we are going to get the minor for each and every element. So one thing which you need to observe here, it is that here what is the order of this one? What is the order of the determinant? Order of the determinant was 3. But what was the order of minor? While finding the minor, the order was 2. So usually in general, if we are saying means, if the order of determinant is n means, if the order of determinant, if it is n means, then the order of minor, it is n minus 1. You can see here, this is 3 minus 1, that is 2. If it is of 4, order of the determinant is 4 means, at that time we are going to get the minor of the any element is, we are going to get the order of that minor is 3. Here we are not having any 4 because in this chapter we are learning only up to the order 3. So if the order of the determinant is 3 means, the minor is nothing but it is of order 2. So this is one of the note which you need to observe here. Suppose if I given the determinant 1, 2, minus 4, 3 and asked you to find the minor of each and every element of this determinant means, first thing, the minor of 1, it is nothing but what? M11, because that 1 is lying in the first row, first column. So how we are going to get that M11? Deleting that row containing 1 and column containing 1. What is that remaining? It is 3, because the determinant value of 3 is nothing but 3, which we have already came to know that when the order of matrix is 1, the determinant value of that 1 is nothing but 3 itself. Now next, minor of 2. So what is the position of 2? It is first row, second column. So that is nothing but M12. So after deleting the row containing 2 and column containing 2, what is the value of M12? It is nothing but minus 4. Then the minor of minus 4, it is nothing but the minus 4, it is lying in the second row, first column. After deleting the row containing minus 4, column containing minus 4, it is nothing but 2. Then the minor value of 3, it is nothing but M22. Deleting the row containing and column containing 3, M22, it is nothing but 1. So this is how we are finding the minor of each and every element. Suppose if I have said to find the minor of all these elements, it will be proceeded with in this manner. So this is how we are going to find the minor for each and every element of order 2. And order 3 I have shown for 2, and for rest of the element you can try it by yourself. So now let us move to the cofactors. So what are these cofactors? As I said, how many, if there are 9 elements are there means, then there are 9 minors. Similarly, if there are 9 elements means we are having 9 cofactors also. Now how we are going to find this cofactors? Suppose, as I said, let us find what is the, if they asked us to find the cofactor of 6, the element 6. So again they have said us to find the cofactor of 6. So the first thing is where this 6 is lying. The 6 is lying in the second row and third column. So that is nothing but A23 element. The 6 is nothing but A23 element. As I said, the minors are represented by capital M, cofactors are represented by capital letter A, followed with I and J, where I represents the row and J represents the column. So cofactor of 6, it is nothing but cofactor, it is represented by A, and where this 6 is in which position? It is in the second row, third column. So that is nothing but we need to find A23. How we are finding? That is nothing but minus 1 to the power this suffix. What is that? 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 into m23, where m23 is nothing but minor of this one. So that is nothing but minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3, it is 5. What is m23? It is obtained by deleting the second row and third column. What is the determinant after deleting the second row and third column? It is 1, 2, 7, 8. So this is nothing but minus 1 to the power 5, where 5 is odd. So minus 1 to the power 5 remains minus 1 itself. What is the determinant value? 8 minus 14, which is nothing but minus 1 into minus 6, which is equal to 6. This is how we are going to find the cofactor. For example, you can go with another as I did for previous for 8. What is the cofactor of 8? So cofactor of 8 means A, where this 8 is lying, it is lying in the third row, second column. So the position of 8 is third row, second column. So we need to find A32. So A32, it is equal to minus 1 to the power 3 plus 2. The suffix of this one, 3 plus 2, and determinant. What is the determinant? The determinant which is obtained by deleting the row containing 8 and column containing 8. So deleting the row and column, what is the elements which are remaining? That is 1, 3, 4, 6. So that is nothing but minus 1 to the power 3 plus 2, it is again 5. So what is the determinant value? 6 minus 12, which is nothing but minus 1 to the power 5 minus 1 minus 6, it is equal to 6. So in general cofactor of element Aij, cofactor of the element Aij, it is denoted by, or it is defined as Aij, which is equal to minus 1 to the power I plus j into mij, where mij is nothing but the minor of the element Aij. So this is what we have done here. You can take the previous example itself which I have done, that is nothing but 1, 2, minus 4, 3. So now you need to find the cofactors of each and every element of this determinant. So cofactor of 1. Cofactor of 1 means what is the position of 1? It is lying in the first row, first column. So how we are going to write it? Minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1. So into m11. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, it is 2. It becomes positive 1. What is m11? Deleting the row and column containing 1, it is 3. So a11, it is 3. Then again cofactor of 2. It is nothing but a12, because 2 is lying in the first row, second column. So that is nothing but minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into m12. Minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, it is 3 here. 1 plus 2, it is 3. Minus 1 to the power odd number is minus 1. What is m12? Deleting the row and column containing 2, what is remaining? Minus 4. So minus 4 minus 1, it is 4. Again cofactor of minus 4. It is where minus 4 is lying in the second row, first column. So minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 into m21. Minus 1 to the power odd number, it is again minus 1. m21, it is nothing but deleting the row and column containing minus 4, it is 2. So a21, it is minus 2. Again cofactor of 3. It is nothing but a22. So minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2 into m22. Minus 1 to the power 4, it is 1. m22, it is nothing but deleting the row and column containing 3. The remaining is 1. So 1. This is how we are finding the cofactor. So this is the definition and how we are going to find the minors and cofactors. Okay. So now we have known the definitions of minors and cofactors. So with that definition, now let us find what is the minor and cofactor of the element A11 and A21. So this is the determinant. The first thing, how we let us find the minor of the element A11, that is nothing but M11. How we are going to get? It is obtained by deleting the row and column containing A11. So that is nothing but A22, A23, A32 and A33. So what is the determinant value of this one? A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. Now what is the cofactor? Cofactor of A11, that is nothing but capital A11. Definition, according to the definition, that is nothing but minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. We already find out what is the value of M11. Minus 1 to the power 2 means 1 itself. So 1 into A22, A33 minus A23 into A32 multiplied by 1. So there is nothing changes. So this itself is the cofactor of A11. Now what is the next? They have asked us to find the minor of A21, that is nothing but M21. So deleting the row and column containing A21, what is the remaining element? A12, A13, A32, A33. So what is the determinant value of this one? That is nothing but A12, A33 minus A13, A32. Now for that element itself we need to find the cofactor, that is cofactor of A21. It is nothing but capital A21. So it is nothing but minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 into M21, which we have already find out. So minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1, it is 3, minus 1 to the power 3 is minus 1. M21 is nothing but A12, A33 minus A13, A32. So multiplying that minus sign inside, we are going to get A13, A32 minus A12, A33. So this is how we are finding the minor and cofactor with the knowledge of the definition regarding it one. Now here we are having a general representation. Now I need to get the determinant value of this one. Suppose if I say to expand this one along the row 1, how we are going to expand according to our previous knowledge? That is nothing but along the row 1 I am saying, though that is nothing but A11 minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, determinant value which is obtained by removing this row and this column, that is A22, A23, A32, A33. Like this, right? Correct, right? In the beginning you can go through your notes once. It was like this itself. Then the next one is along the row 1 I am saying A12, so plus A12. After that minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, determinant of deleting the row and column containing A12. So what are the remaining element? That is nothing but A21, A23, A31, A33 plus A13 minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 3, determinant of deleting the row containing A13 and column containing A13. So that is nothing but A21, A21, A22 and A31, A32. So by looking into this one, you can write it clearly that minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, A22, A23, A32, A33. This one, not that element, this one is nothing but A11, right? Suppose if I asked you to find A11 means what you used to write, you can look here itself. If I asked you to find A11 means it is nothing but you are taking minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, deleting the row and column containing that A11. You are used to write A22, A23, A32, A33. So this value is nothing but our A11. By looking here you can say this one is nothing but our A11. So A11 into cofactor of element A11 into cofactor of the element A11 plus again here A12 into what is this one? This one is again nothing but cofactor of the element A12 plus again A13 and to this one, it is nothing but cofactor of the element A13. So the determinant value is also obtained. That is nothing but what we have learned till now, the determinant expansion. It is nothing but it is linked to the definition of a cofactor, that is A11 into cofactor A11 plus A12 into cofactor A12 plus A13 into cofactor A13. So this one is nothing but this one is a representation. If I say it in the verbally means, it is going to say in this manner, sum of the product of the elements of R1, right? We are going to write the sum of the elements, product of the elements of R1 with their corresponding cofactors. So element of row 1, that is what, A11, A12, A13 with the product with their corresponding cofactors. A11 iddu cofactor capital A11, A12 do cofactor corresponding cofactor capital A12, A3's cofactor, that is capital A13. This is how we are going to get the determinant value. Even you can, this is along the row 1, even you can get the value of determinant by the expansion along the second row, third row, first column, second column or third column. So we came to note that if we multiply the element with the corresponding cofactor and means if I consider any row 1 here, if I consider the row 1 and the corresponding cofactors of the row 1, and if we multiply the row 1 element with their corresponding cofactor and take the sum of that product, means we are going to get the determinant value. Suppose if I multiply the row 1 element with the cofactor of different row or the different columns. For example, I am considering the elements of first row but multiplied with the cofactors of the second row, that is A21, A22 and A23. Understanding what I am saying here? The elements are from the first row and the cofactor is also from the first row elements itself, but in the second you can see the elements are from the first row but the cofactors, these cofactors are from the second row elements to cofactors. In this case the determinant value is equal to 0. If we multiply the elements of the row with the cofactors of the different row or column, then the determinant value is equal to 0. Okay, so now you can see here the determinant of order 3. Now I am going along with this second one equation, A11, A21, it is nothing but cofactor of A21, that is this one. So that is nothing but it is obtained by deleting this row and this column containing the A21. What is that? Is A12, A13, A32, A33 minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1. Similarly, A12 finding the cofactor of A22. A22 is nothing but this one, the element cofactor of the element A22 obtained by deleting the row and column containing the A22. What are the remaining elements? A12, A13, A31, A33 plus A13 minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3. Determinant value deleting the row and column containing A23. What is that? A11, A12, A31, A32. So this one, it is nothing but the determinant A11, A12, A13. So this one is again A11, A12, A13, A31, A32, A33. So here row 2 and row 3 are identical, so the determinant value is equal to 0. So this general expansion is not very important. You can verify this one with the following examples. You will get a clear idea regarding this what I said about this one. Means if I multiply the elements of any row with the cofactors of the different row or a different column, means then the determinant value or the value of that sum is equal to 0. So here there is a question. Here for the first question in this one is we need to find the minor and cofactors of every element of the determinant. We need to find the minor and cofactor of every element of this determinant, and later we need to verify this equation. So first thing, how we are finding the minor? M11, that is the minor of 2. That one is nothing but deleting the row and column containing 2, that is 0, 4, 5, minus 7. So that is nothing but 0 into minus 7, it is 0 minus 4 5s are 20, so minor is 20. Again, what is cofactor of A11? It is nothing but minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. What is M11? It is minus 20. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, it is 2 here. So minus 1 to the power 2 is 1. So A11 is minus 20. This is how we are finding the minor and cofactor. You can see here, I have did it for each and every element. M12, it is nothing but minus 3 obtained by deleting the row and column. So what are that? 6, 4, 1, minus 7. Determinant value of this one is 6 7s are 6 into minus 7 is minus 42, minus 4, minus 46. So the cofactor of that one, A12, is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into minus 46. So 1 plus 2, it becomes minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 46, it becomes 46. Similarly for M13, that is this one, obtained by deleting the row and column containing the 5. What is 6015? The value is 30 minus 0, 30. A13 is nothing but minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 into 30. 1 plus 3, it is nothing but 4. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 itself. So value is 30 itself. This is how we can find the value for each and every element. So after finding, we will get the value of M31 has minus 12, M32 has 22, M33 has 18. And what is that A11 element? It is, A11 is this one, 2, and A12 it is minus 3, and A13 it is 5. So what we need to verify? A11 into A31, not M11, A31, A32 and A33. Okay, not M11. So what is that? A11, LHS is A11, A31 plus A12, A32 plus A13, A33. Now substitute that corresponding value. 2 into minus 12 plus minus 3 into 22 plus 5 into 18. So minus 24 minus 66 plus 90, which is nothing but 0. Hence we have verified that equation. That is, you can see here A11, A12, A13. This is the elements of first row. But A31, A32, A33, it is the cofactors of the third row. So when the elements are multiplied with the cofactors of the different row or different column, then the value of that sum is equal to 0. This is how they have verified it. This is how we are going to verify. Here is one of the question. Using the cofactor of an element of third column, evaluate the determinant. They have said by using the cofactor of the elements of third column. What is that? We need to find the cofactor of the third column. This is our third column, right? How we are going to find the cofactor of third column? So this is nothing but our A13. A13 is equal to minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3, deleting the row and column containing yz. What is the determinant? 1y, 1z. So finding the value z minus y. Similarly for zx and xy. So now we got the value of A13, A23, A33. That is the cofactor of the third column. So how we are going to get the determinant value? Element of the third column into the cofactor of the third column. If we get multiply the element with the cofactor of that corresponding element and take the sum of it, we are going to get the determinant value. So that is nothing but A13 into A13, where this is cofactor, A23 into capital A23, A33 into capital A33. So A13 is YZ, A13, this one is nothing but the value which we have got, Z minus Y. A23, that element is ZX, and A23, capital A23 is X minus Z, and A33 XY, capital A33 is Y minus X. Now we are solving it, multiplying it to the each of the term. So after multiplying it to each of the term, now I am grouping some of the element, that is x square z along with the minus y square z and yz square with the xz square and xy square, where is it? Xy square minus x square y. From this one we are having z common outside, taking that one. From this one we are having z square common outside, taking z square, remaining is y minus x, and here both x and y are common. After removing x and y we are having y minus x. Here x square minus y square written as x minus y into x plus y. From this whole equation I am taking x minus y common outside. After removing x minus y, remaining element is z of x plus y. Here after removing x minus y, minus z square is remaining. Here after removing x minus y, minus xy is remaining. Now multiplying this z to element zx plus zy minus z square minus xy is going to be happening. Now I am grouping this zx with minus z square and zy with xy. So after grouping that one, I am taking z common outside from this one and y common outside from this one. So by considering these two, from this one I can take z minus x common outside. After taking z minus x, here we are having minus z, here plus y. So that is nothing but x minus y, y minus z, z minus x. So value of that determinant is this one. This is how we are going to find the value of determinant with the concept of cofactor. So this is how we are solving regarding the concept minus and cofactors. Try to solve, these are the few exercise questions which I have solved. You can try to solve rest of the exercise question coming under minus and cofactors also. So if you have any doubts with any exercise problems, you can ask me at any time. That's all. Thank you.